Hello everyone, thanks for joining me. It's Friday, 2nd of May on the bank holiday weekend, and I'm just about to go out for a couple of days. Here we go. It's a beautiful day. One of many we've had this week. I'm Alan. I own a 45-foot narrowboat, have an interest in industrial heritage, transport and technology, and invite you to join me as I cruise, repair and maintain my boat, and visit events and places of historic interest. I'm just coming into the second basin. No boats coming that I can see. There's a boat just coming through Bridge 18. Hello. Hi. Excellent, well done. How many? 3.5 years. Lovely. Enjoy it. See you at the show. Yeah, you'll be there. Yeah, all the best. Okay, excellent. Enjoy your cruise. They've just bought their boat and they're on their way to Crick Marina. When Sally and I came back from our cruise, I went out again, as I often do, and nearly every time I go out I do some filming, but I don't always publish it. So what you're about to see is an amalgam of various different days filming in the first 2 weeks of April. This will involve looking at stock planks and also other milestone markers that I've found. But more particularly, it will include meeting another Alan. That's Alan of the Boating Adventure, who has a small cruiser boat. He's moored in a different marina on the Ashby Canal, and he came over to see me. It's the first time we've met together like that. I've seen him around now and again. But he very kindly came over to visit, and I did a little bit of cruising on his boat, and you will see some of that interspersed with this video. And I hope you enjoy that. I'm just passing the point where Alan had moored his boat. I walked around from the marina and joined him. It was a lovely day. Sunny, warm, and I had a most enjoyable cruise, and I'll tell you more about that as we travel. The Swamp Duck is a Railcraft 19 GRP cruiser fitted with a Tohatsu outboard engine. I've not been on a cruiser like this before, so it's a very different feeling from the narrowboat. We're just waiting for some boats to pass before we set off. Hello. The National Grid have been doing some work along here to reroute some power cables. As part of that, they've been cutting down some trees, both on this side of the canal, as it were, and also beyond Skew Bridge, where boats are moored.
Coming up on the left is living milestone number 16, put out by the Old Unions Canal Society in 1983. These are located every mile between Foxton and Watford locks. This one is between bridges 18 and 19 Skew Bridge. Looking back from the towpath.
Hello.
This is the approach to Skew Bridge, where we put on a spurt of speed. Another tree has been taken down here to reroute the power lines.
Morning. Hello, not the best place to meet. Yeah, you've got the right idea.
I didn't know it at the time, but just beyond the bridge is another living milestone marker, and we'll be taking a closer look at that one tomorrow. I've jumped off early so I can carefully position the boat across the missing wooden edging to the towpath.
I'm making my way down to Bridge 22 to look at something we've seen many times before. But on this occasion, I think we'll take a closer look. I think I hear a boat. Yes, there's a boat coming by. Hello.
Morning, Alan.
Hi, how are you? Lovely day again.
It's lovely.
Cheers. Another viewer of the channel. Here I am, near Bridge 22. Have you had any thoughts about what we're going to see?
These are grooves for slotting in stop planks. Timber stop planks are often used by bridges, locks or aqueducts where the canal is narrow to form a dam to hold back water. When used with another dam, water between the two can be pumped out for repairs to be undertaken.
These actually go in side on, so they have to be turned that way. So the important width is this bit here. They're 4¼ inches deep here, and obviously they're going into a squarish slot, but will come up to about here, where it is much wider. I would say these are quite a tight fit.
I hope this diagram helps explain my thoughts. I walked straight past this tree and then it dawned on me what it was, which made me stop in my tracks, turn around and go back again.
This is another living milestone marker. I've only just spotted it. There's the sign there. And here's the stone.
The tree is looking very healthy and I believe it to be a common beech tree.
Do you remember this tree? I used to film it quite regularly when I passed through here, but I haven't done so in recent times.
As we approach Bridge 25, we pass living milestone number 14. I can't imagine the number of times I've passed this and not realised what it was. It's unusual to see no boats moored along here. This table was made by fellow boaters. I met one of them quite recently.
Hello there, my name is Alan. In 2019 I purchased a Railcraft cabin cruiser called the Swamp Duck, which is affectionately named after Vera Duckworth from the Coronation Street soap. The Swamp Duck is listed in the National Maritime Museum on the National Historic Small Boat Register, and she has been cruising the inland waterways for some 53 years. In 2019 I began my YouTube journey with my YouTube channel The Boating Adventure. I videoed all the things that I've had to do to bring the Swamp Duck up to scratch, and I've also videoed lots of the journeys that I've made. I currently have this caravan that I'm in today sited in the heart of the Staffordshire moorlands, and so I have been kayaking as many of the navigable waters within an hour of this caravan as I can in my little Itiwit kayak. I've made quite a few kayaking videos as well as my cabin cruiser videos. I also include boating related visits to museums and coastal waters and that kind of thing. These are all split into playlists, so you can see from the playlists that there's a huge variety of videos that I have made. In 2018, when I bought the Swamp Duck, I had very little boating experience, so I turned to YouTube and people like Alan Davis to get some information about how to go about boating and the different routes that were possible to take. And so over the time I've been conversing with Alan, we have become good friends, and we decided it would be a good idea to get together just to give one another some mutual encouragement on our YouTube journey. So it was really good that we could share a day out on the Swamp Duck together.
Another living milestone that Sally and I found recently when out cruising is at Bridge 51, where we spotted marker number 3. For another aspect of boating, which is much different from narrowboating, but still takes place on the inland waterways, I can recommend watching Alan's channel. Give it a try. I thank you for watching and hope you've enjoyed this different way of presentation. Until next time, take the utmost care in whatever you're doing. Look after yourselves, your friends and families. Bye for now. Bye everyone. Take care.